Hello, ladies and germs, and welcome to another episode of Healthy Tales with Dale. I'm here at home making myself some lunch. We got some chicken, some broccoli and cauliflower, right? Anyways, real talk. What are we gonna discuss this week? What we're gonna discuss is what is bad for you, right? And because everyone's like, well, Dale, people tell me that carbs aren't bad for me, so that's okay, right? So I should eat carbs, right? I shouldn't worry about carbs. Or you got people who are like, hey, man, I heard that fat was good energy, right? So I shouldn't be worried about fat because fat's not bad for me. And then of course everyone is like, well, you're probably under consuming protein, bro. So like, you need more protein if you're looking for weight loss and muscle gain. Well, the simple fact of the matter is that none of those are bad for you, right? The issue that we have is excess, right? Consuming things in excess, which is not going to be the same number for every person out there, but you can get general guidelines, right? And then you can flirt with numbers from there and kind of test individually what you're going to need for optimal weight loss or optimal performance or optimal muscle gain. Um, Really, the only thing that's inherently truly bad for you, right, is sugar. Let's be honest, right? Which other things convert to sugars in your body? And there are like vegetables have sugar in them, right? They're sweet vegetables. Look at a carrot. Fruits got sugar in it, fructose, right? But the thing is that sugar inherently in large amounts, we want to minimize the amount of sugar that we're consuming, period, right? If you're getting it naturally in your vegetables and stuff like that, that's fine. But what we're really looking at is, yeah, protein's not bad for you. But guess what? All the extra protein you may be consuming, you're either shitting it out or it's converting to fat, right? Carbohydrate, same thing. Carbohydrate isn't inherently bad for you, but everything that you're consuming in excess is converting to fat. Fat, everything you're consuming in excess is being stored as fat, right? So if we want to optimize our weight loss and our muscle gain, any sort of things like that, we need to be looking at how much we're consuming of these things. And that's why flexible dieting has worked for so many people. Of course, there are foods that are like you're looking at and you're like, well, if you say the reason why we're talking about it is people are like, oh, well, carbohydrate isn't bad for me, so I'm going to eat this piece of cake because it's just carbohydrate, right? No, it's sugar, dude. And yeah, it's got carbohydrate in there, but let me tell you, it's more than you probably needed during the day, let alone in one meal. So that's the big thing that we're talking about there. And the reason why we start everyone off paleo, right, is so that we can zero out your microbiome and test what specifically your body is able to handle, not only in numbers, but when it comes to like autoimmune, if there's certain things that are causing you inflammation, specifically what your body can handle. And it just gives us a clean slate where after 30 days we can test individual stimulus on what works best for you. So yeah, anyways, carbohydrate isn't bad, fat isn't bad, protein isn't bad, but guess what? Just like anything else in life, in excess, anything's bad. So thank you so much for your time. I hope you appreciated our little discussion today and you learned something new. And we'll see you next time or next week. Have a good one. Bye-bye.